Alright guys, I'm G from Gaucho Visual based in Maui, Hawaii, and today I'm gonna talk to you about my handheld rig. Just for you to know, I have a better idea why my rig is set up this way. I shoot mostly weddings and elopements, and I shoot handheld most of the time, so that's why I rigged this whole camera this way. So let's start with the brains of this camera. I'm using the E2M4 from Cam, which is a great micro four thirds camera. It does 4K up to 160, and you can shoot in ProRes. You can shoot internal RAW, C-RAW, and you can do external ProRes to the Atomos Ninja and also external ProRes RAW. I love this camera because of the form factor. Mainly, it's completely modular. It's small and compact. It's all rigid, made from metal, so it's not gonna break on you or scratch easily. It runs on MPF batteries, which they last around 3 hours depending which battery you have. I also power my monitor from it with a DC output, but also if you want, you can use a MPF to B mount adapter from Tilta. There's one from FX Lion also, or if not, you can use regular B mount plates and use the power port in to power the camera and different accessories. I have my camera covered with a small rig full cage and a small rig top handle with nether rail, so you can quickly take it off. On top of it, I got this Lang rec trigger from Lampard, and I have the PD Mobi Live Air follow focus system. I have it up here because I shoot a lot of low angle style, and I love pulling focus with my thumb. It's easily to control the camera. I can start and stop my recordings from here and pull focus easily. Following towards the end of the handle, I have this newer quick release system where I have my 360-degree mount for the monitor, and I have it attached to a nether rail also because I love changing monitors quickly. I have also a small HD Focus 7 also with the nether rail, so I can quickly swap them depending what I prefer. What I like about this Atomos Ninja B monitor is that also it's an external recorder. You can do up to 4K 60. You can do ProRes or ProRes RAW. It records to SSDs that you can use an adapter, and you can also get the cable to control the camera from it, so you can change the exposure, change the aperture, control the menu and stuff from here, which is great in this case because this camera has a really tiny screen and the control layout's not the best, so it's good to have a touch screen option. On the left side here, I have the Atom 500 from Baxis, which is a wireless transmitter, HDMI wireless transmitter, and I have it with a switcher on, HDMI switcher, because I usually shoot with two cameras on elopements. I don't want to go back and forth all the time with my Vcam to see if the exposure is right, the framing is right, or the focus is right. I just use this switcher. So I set the transmitter on my Vcam on the tripod out there, and I have the receiver here. The receiver goes through the switcher and the switcher goes into my monitor. Right now the transmitter is on the camera recording, so I have it connected here, and with the switcher, if I want, I can quickly change the image to display whatever this camera is looking at. So what I do is I am constantly shooting with the image from this camera, but whenever I want to check the exposure from the other camera, I quickly check it out. It shows me, okay, framing is right, exposure is right, peaking is right, perfect. I go back to the camera and keep going. So that's my hack, so I don't have to come back and forth all the time with the other camera. It's a quick way to check everything in here, or because I'm moving around. That's my hack to it. To the right side, we have this wooden handle from Small Rig, which I love the grip, and I have this Saramonic small mic, which I don't remember the name, so it's gonna be down below or right here, which is great for scratch audio because the camera is not the best for that, and this is so tiny so it doesn't bother me having it around, but also it has great quality. On the front of the camera, I usually have the Biltroxy FM2 version 2 speed booster, and I use it with my Canon glass. I like using IS glass because this camera doesn't have IBIS or any kind of stabilization. So having some on the lens helps out for my handheld shots. But if not, I also like using MD from Minolta lenses or FD Canon lenses, vintage lenses, because they give a different character to the image. On the front of the lens, I have this Tilta Matbox Mini, which is a clamp-on matte box. I love it because it's compact, it's lightweight, and you can use one 4x4 or 4x56 filter. Right now I have my Black Promised 1/4 4x56 filter, and I usually have that constantly in there. The problem is that if you're using a filter and you have a BND on your lens, you're not gonna be able to twist it. That's why I made a cut through at the bottom of the matte box, and that way I can slide my finger inside and just turn my BND easily. I love it because I can rest the camera with the lens on top of my palm and just turn the BND easily, and yeah, that's my hack to it. Alright, that's how I have my camera rigged out. I show you two hacks, the matte box and the HDMI switcher. I hope this was helpful to you, and see you next time.